There was no question that the 93rd Academy Awards, broadcast Sunday on ABC, would be unique. That's just how it goes in these pandemic times. What you get is never what you've gotten, and what you get is what you get. Not every COVID-19 conscious awards show has been successful, but generally speaking, they have been at least as good, and as frustrating, as tolerable, as overlong, as the pre-pandemic variety. And for better or worse, they have been unavoidably novel, having to invent new approaches to shows that for years and years have barely differed. It was an interesting move to turn the show over to an actual filmmaker, and notable dabbler in television, Steven Soderbergh, who produced alongside film producers Stacey, Sher and Jesse Collins, a television producer with awards show experience. Soderbergh intimated beforehand that the broadcast would be like a movie, and on a technical level, it could lay some claim to that. The image was letterboxed for a wider screen and processed to look more filmic, which actually dulled the image and made a live event feel less so. In a bid for elegance, the broadcast courted sluggishness. In contrast to the unpredictable mix of homebound glamour, casual Friday and ready-for-bed wear that characterized the zoomed-in Golden Globes, the 2021 Oscars did offer a room full of people dressed to the nines. And the choice of Union Station as an alternative site was inspired if little mentioned. It's one of the city's great landmarks, a fantasy based in regional building traditions, lifestyles and mythologies. It was also built at a time, 1939, when nearly every American movie was made in Hollywood, whatever part of the world it meant to represent. The opening segment consisted of a tracking shot of Regina King grabbing a statuette and striding from the decorated courtyard where a pre-show gathering and interviews had taken place, through the station's main hall to where a terraced supper club had been superimposed over what was originally the station's ticket counter. Titles over this sequence suggested the opening of a film. Graphics throughout were unusually elegant. As first speaker, she became the de facto host of this supposedly hostless Oscars. "Tripping," she said. "Live TV, here we go. We are mourning the loss of so many," she said, getting right to a point. "And I have to be honest, if things had gone differently this past week in Minneapolis, I might have traded in my heels for marching boots. I know that a lot of you people at home want to reach for your remote when you feel like Hollywood is preaching to you, but as a mother of a black son, I know the fear that so many live with, and no amount of fame or fortune changes that. Given the historical diversity of the year's nominees and winners, and the subject matter of many nominated films, it would be a continuing theme throughout the evening."